Hi, welcome to another tutorial on how to use Canva for your classroom. Today we're going to be talking about virtual classroom whiteboards and how to make them interactive for you and your students. We're going to be using the free version of Canva, and we're going to be using the desktop version of Canva to do this. Let's get started. Go to canva.com and click on Create a Design. Go down to Video Presentation. When you click on Video Presentation, you'll see a blank canvas for you to begin creating your classroom virtual whiteboard. This is going to be my welcome page for the students. As you can see, I already began to add pictures. Feel free to add any types of pictures or elements that you like. This is your classroom, so feel free to get creative. These photos are from Canva. I added them using the Elements tab. If you have personal photos that you would like to add, click on the Uploads tab. And here you can drag and drop photos from your desktop into Canva. The next thing you want to do is add text to let the students know that this is your classroom and they are in the right place. To do this, go to your text tab. Choose any type of text you'd like. I usually choose add a heading. Now that I've set up my welcome page for the classroom whiteboard, I'm going to click on Add Page, and on this next page, feel free to get creative. Again, it's your classroom, and add things that you would normally add on a physical whiteboard in the classroom, such as objective or agenda. For the next slide, here is where we can begin to make this whiteboard interactive for our students. As you can see, I have some pictures of rabbits and frogs for the students to sort. I got these pictures by going to the Elements tab here, and I just searched for a rabbit. And remember, some pictures aren't going to be available if you are not using the Canva Pro version. You'll see this little symbol that says Pro on the corner of the picture. And I search for frog. And since they're going to be dragging and dropping the animals into their box, I'm going to head over to the Elements tab once again. Go to Shapes. And adding 2 boxes for them to sort into. Resizing the boxes to make them big enough to drop the pictures into. So now when I share this virtual whiteboard with my classroom, they'll be able to drag and sort the images into their boxes. The next way I make this classroom whiteboard interactive for me and my students is a missing letter activity. This is something you can create just by using images and text. I'm going to head back over to the Elements tab. Place my little image on the whiteboard. Head over to the Text tab. Type out the word with a missing letter. Change the font if needed. As you can see in the other examples, there's a little question mark as a placeholder. This gives the students a text box to go in and input the answer. And notice I keep using elements, but if you like your images to be more realistic, you can use realistic photos from Canva by going over to the Photos tab. So when you and your students come back to do this activity together, they can click on the text box and type in the missing letter. Another way to make this classroom whiteboard more interactive for your students is adding in a video. To do this, click on More. Here it gives you many options to input the video onto the whiteboard. For this example, I'm going to add in a video from YouTube. Go up to the search box and you can generally type in what you're looking for. I want the students to review a video on counting. Click on the video you would like to use, and there it is. It pops up onto your classroom whiteboard. The last way I'm going to show you how to make your classroom more personal and interactive is adding audio. This means music or a personal recording like I'm going to add. To do this, go to your Uploads tab and click on Audio. Drag and drop a file into Canva, and I'm going to go to the beginning of the classroom whiteboard to add in this audio. Drag and drop onto the design. Once you drag and drop the audio onto your design, it will be available to the students to listen to. Hi class, happy Monday. So those are just a few of the ways you can make your classroom more interactive with a virtual whiteboard. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you, especially those teachers who are teaching virtually. If you want to know how to set up your virtual classroom, make sure you check out my other tutorial. In that tutorial, I will be teaching you how to invite students to the virtual classroom, set up groups, as well as sharing your designs. Thank you. See you next time.